Welcome to Greatness, where we help you elevate your story. Today we're exploring the art of being alone, a skill often overlooked, yet incredibly powerful. In our journey, we'll uncover the 10 golden rules of solitude, rules that will guide you towards clarity, strength, and inner peace. Being alone doesn't mean being lonely. It's about finding comfort in your own company, setting boundaries, and embracing the quiet moments. Let's dive into the 10 rules of being alone. The first rule of being alone is to learn to enjoy your own company. This isn't always easy, but it's incredibly rewarding. You see, many of us have been conditioned to seek validation and companionship from others, but true happiness and contentment come from within. When you enjoy your own company, you're not just content, but you're also at peace with who you are. Imagine this. You're sitting alone in a coffee shop, savoring a cup of your favorite brew, lost in the pages of a fascinating novel. Or perhaps you're at home, dancing to your favorite tunes, laughing and twirling around with no one to judge your moves. These are moments of pure joy, born out of solitude. Now you might be wondering, how do I learn to enjoy my own company? Well, it begins with self-acceptance and self-love. When you accept yourself, flaws and all, you learn to appreciate your own company. You start to enjoy your own thoughts, your own dreams, and your own quirks. Try spending time alone doing activities that you love, or better yet, try something new. You might discover a hidden passion, or maybe you'll find a peace you never knew existed. Cook a meal for yourself, take a long walk, write in a journal, or simply sit in silence and let your thoughts wander. The key here is to be present in the moment, to fully engage in the activity, and to do it for your own pleasure, not to impress anyone else. Remember, this is your time, your moment, but don't force it. Like all good things, enjoying your own company takes time. It's a journey, not a destination. Start slowly, maybe with just a few minutes of solitude each day. Gradually, as you become comfortable with your own company, increase this time. Before you know it, you'll be looking forward to these moments of solitude. Remember, you are your best company. When you learn to enjoy your own company, you're not just learning to be alone, you're also learning to be at peace with yourself. And that, my friends, is a beautiful place to be. The second rule is to set boundaries. This rule is about honoring your personal space and time, which are crucial when you're learning to be alone. Enforcing boundaries means creating a safe zone where you can enjoy your solitude without interruptions. Imagine your alone time as an island. This island is your sanctuary, a place where you can recharge, reflect, and engage in activities that you love. Now, this island needs a boundary, a line that separates it from the rest of the world. This boundary is there to protect your island, to keep it peaceful and serene. Setting boundaries can be as simple as turning off your phone during your alone time, or politely declining invitations that encroach on your solitude. It could mean setting specific hours of the day aside for yourself, or designating a physical space in your home where you can be alone. Remember, setting boundaries is not about isolating yourself from others, but about creating a balance. It's about making sure that you have the time and space to nourish your relationship with yourself, while still maintaining healthy connections with the people around you. It's important to communicate these boundaries to those around you so they can understand and respect your need for solitude. Be assertive, yet kind when conveying your boundaries. You might say, "I value our relationship, but I also need time for myself to recharge. I hope you understand." Remember, it's okay to prioritize your needs. It's okay to say no when you need to. It's okay to protect your island. After all, you cannot pour from an empty cup. You need to replenish yourself first before you can give to others. Setting boundaries might feel uncomfortable at first, especially if you're not used to putting yourself first. But with practice, it will become easier. And over time, you will realize that these boundaries are not walls keeping people out, but bridges leading to a healthier, happier you. Your time is precious. Protect it. The third rule is to practice self-care. In solitude, we find the space and time to focus on our well-being. Life's fast pace often leaves us forgetting to take care of ourselves. But remember, Self-care is not a luxury, it's a necessity. It's the fuel that allows us to keep going, to be productive, and to be there for others. Self-care is not about being self-indulgent or selfish. It's about recognizing and responding to our needs. It's about nourishing our body, mind, and spirit. It's a holistic approach that encompasses physical, emotional, and mental health. There are countless ways to practice self-care, and it's essential to find what works best for you. It could be as simple as taking a long, relaxing bath, reading a book, or even just getting a good night's sleep. It could be a daily workout routine, a nourishing meal, or a walk in nature. Don't forget about mental and emotional self-care. It's just as important. This can be practicing mindfulness, journaling, or simply taking a few moments each day to check in with how you're feeling. It's about being kind to yourself, silencing that inner critic, and replacing it with words of self-love and affirmation. Self-care also includes setting boundaries. It's about saying no when you need to and not feeling guilty about it. It's about making time for yourself, even if it's just a few minutes each day. Remember, self-care is not a one-size-fits-all concept. What works for one person might not work for another. It's a personal journey, and it's okay to experiment and find what makes you feel good. Spending time alone gives you the opportunity to focus on self-care without distractions. So take advantage of this time. Use it to recharge, to heal, to grow. In essence, self-care is about putting yourself first, not as an afterthought, but as a priority. Because you deserve to be taken care of by yourself and for yourself. You cannot pour from an empty cup. Take care of yourself first. The fourth rule is to find solo hobbies. These are the activities that you enjoy doing alone, activities that bring you joy, peace, or a sense of accomplishment. They are your personal retreats, your sanctuaries from the hustle and bustle of the world. Whether it's gardening, painting, writing, hiking, or playing an instrument, solo hobbies are a perfect way to spend quality time with yourself. There's something special about immersing yourself in an activity that you love, something that's just for you. It's empowering, therapeutic, and fun. It's a time when you can let your creativity flow, explore new ideas, or simply unwind. You're not doing it to impress anyone, meet expectations, or fit in. You're doing it because it makes you happy. Solo hobbies are also a great way to discover new aspects of yourself. Maybe you've always thought of yourself as a non-creative person, but then you try painting and realize that you love it. Or perhaps you've always seen yourself as a city person, but you go hiking one day and discover a newfound love for nature. Solo hobbies can open up new worlds for you. They also provide a sense of accomplishment. You start with a blank canvas, an empty page, or a piece of wood, and you transform it into something beautiful, something meaningful. You're not just passing time, you're creating, you're learning, you're growing. And let's not forget the therapeutic benefits. Engaging in a hobby can be a form of meditation, a way to quiet the mind and focus on the present moment. It can reduce stress, increase your sense of well-being, and even boost your immune system. So start exploring, try different things. Don't worry about being good at them. The point is not to master a skill, but to enjoy the process. And remember, it's your time, your hobby, your rules. You can do it whenever you want, however you want. Find what lights you up and do more of it. The fifth rule is to learn to say no. This is not about being negative or unsociable. Rather, it's about understanding the value of your time, your energy, and your personal space. It's about respecting your needs and prioritizing your well-being. In this journey of embracing solitude, one of the most powerful words you can employ is no. It's a small word, but it carries a lot of weight. It can be the key to protecting your personal space and time. It's okay to decline invitations, to step back from commitments, to let go of obligations that drain you. But how do you say no without feeling guilty or causing offense? It's all about being assertive and respectful. It's about communicating your needs clearly and without apology. Remember, you are not rejecting the person, you are simply declining a request or an invitation. Here are a few tips. First, be direct. Instead of beating around the bush, express your decision clearly. You don't need to provide lengthy explanations or justifications. A simple, "I can't commit to this right now," is enough. Second, stay firm. People might try to persuade you to change your mind, and that's okay. They have the right to ask, and you have the right to stick to your decision. Third, show empathy. Acknowledge the other person's feelings and show that you understand their perspective. You can say something like, "I understand that you need help with this, but I am unable to assist at this time." Finally, offer an alternative if possible. If you can't commit to a request but know someone who can, it's nice to provide a referral. Remember, saying no does not make you a bad person. It makes you a person who respects their own needs and boundaries. It shows that you value your alone time and are willing to protect it. Saying no can be a powerful act of self-care. The sixth rule is to take time for reflection. Reflection is the mirror to our thoughts, the echo to our words, and the shadow to our actions. It is in these quiet moments of introspection that we can truly get to know ourselves, our desires, our dreams, and our fears. In the hustle and bustle of our daily lives, we often forget to pause and reflect. We become so caught up in the noise and chaos that we lose sight of our own thoughts and feelings. But by creating space for reflection, we can reconnect with our inner selves and gain a deeper understanding of who we are and what we want from life. Reflection is not just about looking back, it's also about looking forward. It's about asking ourselves, what have I learned from my experiences? How can I use this knowledge to improve and grow? Through reflection, we can identify our strengths and weaknesses, learn from our mistakes, and make meaningful changes in our lives. One of the most powerful ways to reflect is through journaling. Writing down your thoughts and feelings can help you process your experiences and gain new insights. You don't have to write a novel, just a few lines each day can make a big difference. You might be surprised at what you discover about yourself. Meditation is another effective tool for reflection. By quieting the mind, we can tune into our inner voice and gain a clearer understanding of our thoughts and emotions. Even just a few minutes of meditation each day can have a profound impact on your mental and emotional well-being. You can also reflect through creative activities like painting, drawing, or playing an instrument. These activities allow you to express your thoughts and feelings in a non-verbal way and can provide a therapeutic outlet for self-expression. Remember, reflection is not about judging yourself or dwelling on the past. It's about learning, growing, and moving forward. It's about becoming the best version of yourself. So take some time each day to reflect. You owe it to yourself. Reflection is the key to personal growth. The seventh rule is to practice mindfulness. Mindfulness is the act of being fully present, fully engaged in whatever you're doing at the moment. It's about not dwelling on the past, not worrying about the future, but being anchored in the here and now. When you're alone, mindfulness can transform the quality of your solitude. It can turn moments of loneliness into moments of connection with yourself. It can turn silence into a symphony of thoughts, feelings, and sensations. Mindfulness isn't about emptying your mind. It's about becoming an observer of your own inner world. When you practice mindfulness, you pay attention to your thoughts, feelings, and sensations without judgment. You recognize them, you acknowledge them, you let them be. Practicing mindfulness can start with simple steps. Try eating a meal mindfully. Pay attention to the taste, the texture, the colors, the aroma. Notice the sensation of eating, the act of nourishing your body. Try walking mindfully. Feel the ground beneath your feet, the wind against your skin, the sunlight filtering through the trees. Notice the rhythm of your steps, the rise and fall of your breath. Try sitting in silence, just being with your thoughts. Notice them, but don't chase them. Let them come and go, like clouds in the sky. The more you practice mindfulness, the deeper your connection with yourself becomes. You begin to understand yourself better, to appreciate your own company more. You begin to realize that every moment is a gift, every breath is a miracle. Mindfulness isn't a destination, it's a journey. It's a journey into the heart of now, the heart of this moment. And the more you practice mindfulness, the more you realize that this moment is enough. This moment is all there is. So practice mindfulness. Turn your alone time into a time of deep connection with yourself. Let it be a time of peace, of serenity, of contentment. Mindfulness brings you back to the present moment. It brings you back to the miracle of now. It brings you back to the beauty of solitude. The 8th rule is to set goals and work towards them. Being alone doesn't mean being idle. This solitude is a golden opportunity to set personal goals and work towards achieving them. It's like having an uninterrupted conversation with yourself, where you can plan, strategize, and dream. Now, you might wonder, how do I set goals? Well, it's simpler than you think. Start by identifying what you want to achieve. It could be learning a new skill, improving your health, writing a book, or even traveling to a new place. Your goals are a reflection of your desires and aspirations, so don't be afraid to dream big. Once you've identified your goals, write them down. Yes, put pen to paper. There's something magical about writing down your goals. It makes them tangible and real. And it serves as a constant reminder of what you're working towards. But remember, setting a goal is only the first step. The real work begins when you start to work towards it. Break down your goals into smaller, manageable tasks. This makes them less daunting and more achievable. Let's say your goal is to write a book. Break it down into smaller tasks like outlining the chapters, writing a certain number of words each day, or completing a chapter each week. These smaller tasks will eventually add up to your big goal. And while you're at it, don't forget to celebrate your small victories. Each task you complete brings you one step closer to your goal. So take a moment to pat yourself on the back and celebrate your progress. This will motivate you to keep going. Remember, your alone time is your sanctuary. Use it to fuel your dreams and ambitions. Don't be discouraged by setbacks or obstacles. They're just stepping stones on your path to success. Your goals are your roadmap. Let them guide you. They are the milestones that mark your journey, the lighthouses that guide you through the storm. Embrace them, work towards them, and watch as they transform your solitude into a journey of self-discovery and growth. The 9th rule is to learn to let go. Letting go is a profound step towards self-discovery and personal growth. It's about releasing toxic relationships, negative emotions, and past mistakes. It's about accepting that some things are beyond our control. When we're alone, we often have more time to dwell on these things. But it's essential to remember that dwelling on the past or on negative emotions can hold us back from experiencing the joy of the present and the potential of the future. So how do we let go? Start by acknowledging your feelings. It's okay to feel hurt. It's okay to feel angry or upset. These are natural responses to pain and loss. But don't let these feelings consume you. Express your feelings in a healthy way. Write in a journal, create art, or talk to a trusted friend. This can help you process your feelings and start to move on. Next, practice forgiveness. This might be forgiving someone else, or it might be forgiving yourself. Forgiveness doesn't mean forgetting or condoning what happened, but it does mean releasing resentment and bitterness. It means choosing peace over pain. Learn from the past, but don't live in it. Every experience, good or bad, teaches us something. Use these lessons to grow and move forward. Finally, focus on what you can control. You can't change the past, but you can control how you react to it. You can choose to let go and move forward. Letting go isn't always easy, and it doesn't happen overnight. It's a process, and it's okay to take it one day at a time. But remember, every step you take towards letting go is a step towards a happier, healthier you. Letting go creates space for new beginnings. It creates space for you to enjoy your own company, to practice self-care, to embrace your hobbies, to reflect, to be mindful, to set and achieve your goals, and ultimately to embrace solitude. It's a crucial part of learning to be alone, and it's a journey worth taking. The 10th and final rule is to embrace solitude. Embracing solitude is not about isolating oneself from the world, but rather about making peace with your own company and cherishing those moments of quiet introspection. In the hustle and bustle of life, we often forget to pause and reconnect with ourselves. Solitude provides us with this opportunity. It's a time to listen to our own thoughts, to understand our feelings, and to let our minds wander freely. When we embrace solitude, we open the door to a world of self-discovery. It's in these quiet moments that we can reflect on our dreams, our hopes and our fears. We can explore our passions and pursue our interests without any distractions or judgments. Embracing solitude also allows us to grow personally. It gives us the space to evaluate our values, our beliefs, and our actions. It encourages us to look within and question, am I living according to my true self, or am I simply conforming to societal expectations? But remember, solitude is not about being lonely. Loneliness is a feeling of emptiness, a longing for connection. Solitude, on the other hand, is a state of being alone without feeling lonely. It's about enjoying your own company and finding contentment within yourself, so don't shy away from solitude. Instead, welcome it. Turn off your devices, clear your schedule, and give yourself the gift of alone time. Use this time to explore your inner world, to engage with your thoughts, and to nurture your soul. Let solitude be your guide to self-discovery. Let it be a sanctuary where you can retreat to recharge, to reflect, and to grow. Embrace solitude and you'll find that it's not a state of loneliness, but a state of richness, a state of inner peace, and ultimately, a state of personal freedom. Solitude is not loneliness, it's a space for self-discovery and growth. So those were the 10 rules of being alone. From learning to enjoy your own company, setting boundaries, and practicing self-care, to finding solo hobbies and embracing solitude, these rules are designed to help you find peace and fulfillment in your own presence. Remember, solitude is not a state to fear, but a condition to embrace, a sanctuary for self-discovery and growth. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to subscribe, like, and share. Until next time, embrace your greatness.